Dr. Irfan Alamgir, who's going to be telling us the knowledge that has been received by him through the Spirit of God, Abu Sadiq, from him is peace, on how to heal mind, body and soul. So what have you got for us today, Dr. Irfan?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Yes, Alia, I have something I think that's very topical and relevant based on the season that we're in the UK, where we're going swiftly into the winter months.
Very rainy, very cold.
Very
Anyone's
rainy,
wondering
very
out there,
cold.
it's raining a lot.
Yes, so if you're watching this anywhere in the continent of Europe, certainly pay attention, because this is really a cure for many things, but specifically for the common cold. Now, of course, a common cold is caused by a viral infection, and no matter how far we have progressed in the medical science, we have seen that we've not really been able to tackle the common cold very well. And it's something that mutates, it's something that changes over time, so it's difficult for the immune system to recognize, which is why you can get the common cold many, many times, unlike measles, mumps and rubella that we have vaccinations for. So today I want to talk about a very, very powerful fruit. And it was something that was mentioned by Abu Sadiq as a great remedy for the common cold. And that is the lemon. Now, when you look at a lemon, and I have one here with me, let me pull it out. We're going to start bringing in props now to the medicine of the Mahdis, so make it more interesting.
In case anyone didn't know what a lemon was, make sure that he brought a lemon.
Exactly, and I brought this specifically to show when you look at a lemon, it has this psychological effect. There have been studies done to show that this yellow color of the lemon alone can induce a state of joy and happiness, and even creativity. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his family, the Ahlul Bayt, actually said that colors have properties. And there was a narration mentioning the wearing of, for example, yellow slippers if you were experiencing depression. And this has been something that has also been used by marketing specialists. For example, that yellow emoji with the smiley face, why is it yellow? It's yellow for a very good reason. And that is to promote the sense of happiness and joy. The yellow is definitely a color that does this, and it's actually been attributed in many cultures, the color yellow, to making one feel happy. So if you're experiencing the winter blues, merely looking at a lemon, which also kind of has the same color as the sun in many ways, that yellow color, it sort of gives warmth. It gives that sense of happiness.
That's so interesting that it's not just about what's inside it, but the effect it has on you psychologically.
Absolutely. And this, by the way, is a powerhouse fruit. The lemon really is full of nutrients. And what I love about it is that it's so inexpensive that coming this winter, you know, instead of buying those big sacks of potatoes and making chips out of them, people should buy these big sacks of lemons and have them every day. Lemons have a skin. They have a peel. They have a pulp, which is that fleshy, soft part that we get the juice from. And it has what we call that white stuff in between, which is called the pith. And then, of course, at the center, we have the seeds. Every single part of a lemon has medicinal properties. We have all... What is the commonest thing that you've heard about in terms of lemons, in terms of what they contain in health benefits?
The citric acid?
Citric acid, but which mineral or vitamin in particular? Vitamin C, right?
Vitamin C, right.
Vitamin C. Lemons equal vitamin C. Or ascorbic acid. And actually, they have been a part of many people's remedy for the colds and coughs. Even you can buy them in the stores, in the pharmacies, with lemon at the beginning of the name. I don't want to name any names, but they put lem something. And that lem is obviously indicating to the lemon.
Can't believe I forgot it was vitamin C.
Yes, vitamin C, exactly. So not so well in this
Not so
class,
good here, no.
Yeah. Okay. So... you can have a lemon in many ways, and I would really, really recommend buying them organically. And I would recommend consuming the entirety of the lemon and not just squeezing out the juice, although if you were just to squeeze out the juice and put it into water and drink it, that in itself has a lot of health-promoting benefits, from improving your circulation to improving your glycemic control, to also helping you burn that fat, that difficult fat that sometimes accumulates in the liver, which of course is a problem that we see increasingly in the modern day and age. Fatty liver disease. There's a lot of studies that have been done. There have been Nobel Prize winning scientists. I urge you to look up the documentary that is by Linus Pauling, who was a biochemist. He won Nobel Prizes for his works in chemistry, and he was a big proponent of lemons, although he actually believed that consuming lemons to a very high dosage, or vitamin C specifically, he was doing his research on. He said it was a preventative against cancer and also against the common cold. So a lot of scientists have talked about it, and there's been a lot of research done into the lemon. But where Abu Sadiq, from him is peace, the riser of the family of Muhammad, specifically pointed to the lemon as a remedy was in the treatment of the common cold. We all know the symptoms of a common cold. There are sore throat, runny nose, cough, fever, all of these things.
It's horrible.
And to really address this problem, and it's a horrible thing, nobody wants that. To really address the problem, he recommended consuming the lemon in a very particular way, which is to chop the lemon in half with the skin, with the peel, and to put it into boiling water. Now, I know the scientists among you would think, hang on a second, why are you chopping up a lemon and putting it into boiling water? Wouldn't that destroy the structure of the ascorbic acid, which over a certain temperature, it breaks down its structure? Yes, it's true, it does, if you just have the lemon juice by itself. But this is why the peel is so important.
Wow.
Before you do anything in terms of using the lemon, I have to highlight the fact that the organic one is the best because it reduces the exposure to pesticides and herbicides that are used to increase crop yields, unfortunately. But you can buy them organic and they're very cheap even then. And then you can wash the outside of the lemon. It's very easy to do. You can scrub it with a vegetable brush. You can also add it to vinegar. So you get 1 part vinegar with 3 parts of water, and you can actually leave the lemon inside for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can do this with a bunch of lemons in a big, large bowl, and then you can make sure the outside of the lemon has been completely cleared of these harmful substances. Anyway, you then take the lemon, you chop it into half, or you can chop it into 4s, and you put it into hot water and you boil it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now, the reason for putting the peel in is very, very significant. The peel actually concentrates the nutrients much, much more so than the pulp of the fruit. And there are actually people who eat lemons whole like an apple. I personally cannot do that.
That is very interesting for sure.
But you can do that. It's very safe as long as you've washed off the toxins on the outside, like I described. Yeah, raw, absolutely. Lots of people do that. I can't do it personally, so what I do is I chop it up and I keep the skin on, and I put it into boiling water. I let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. What this does, Alia, is that because the skin concentrates the nutrients much, much more, because of the fiber, because of the flavonoids, and the different types of polyphenols that are present in the skin of the lemon, they slowly come out along with this oil that stabilizes that structure of the ascorbic acid and vitamin C. And actually it unleashes a lot more of the antioxidants that are locked up in the skin than you would, for example, of squeezing the lemon juice into a glass and drinking it. So that idea that heating, which is true scientifically, when you heat ascorbic acid gets its structure disrupted, is actually preserved by the skin of the lemon peel. And you get all these other beneficial things leaching out that you can have. So the riser of the family of Muhammad recommended that for the treatment of common colds, you should put a lemon into hot water, boil it for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then add honey to it. You can add honey to it as well. Honey, of course, we talked about in a previous episode, is loaded with a whole host of benefits and antimicrobials by themselves. And just that simple mixture, drinking it as frequently as you can, I've seen some dramatic results, absolutely amazing results. You can have the lemons as a preventative to keep the vitamin C and benefit from all of the other fat burning properties that it has. You can drink it as a preventive. You can drink it as a treatment, so that when you get sick, you are literally drinking loads and loads of this boiled lemon concoction with the honey added to it. And you can see for yourself how you benefit in terms of the rate with which you heal. It tastes very pleasant. and it's very, very healthy, and it doesn't contain any of these other chemicals that they add to these so-called lemon-based sachets or tablets that they sell you at the pharmacist. And of course, the lemon famously became a really big seller here in the UK back in the 18th century, 17th century, where sailors were going out and they were for a long, long time off land, and they would develop this condition called scurvy.
Right.
Scurvy is where your gums become very inflamed and bleed. You get weakness because in your muscles and in your joints. Yes, so you basically get these symptoms where you are feeling awful, fatigue, mental fog, etc., etc. But mainly this bleeding gums, and actually gingivitis. People with scurvy also lose teeth a lot quicker. And what they found was that it was a deficiency in something in their diet that was causing this problem of scurvy. And they started to treat it with limes initially. And they found that although it helped, when they switched to lemons, another citrus fruit, when they switched back to lemons, the problem went away. It is absolutely loaded with, it's a superfood. It really is a superfood. I encourage you all to go out and buy it. You can have it fresh. You can eat it after you've washed it raw. You can add it to your tea. You can boil it and drink it with honey. And you will see the benefits of it. You will have energy, your skin will look younger. By the way, rough skin is also attributed to ascorbic acid deficiency. And this is because the structure, the substances found in the lemon, especially the vitamin C, it binds to the collagen aspect of your skin and stabilizes it. So anywhere where collagen is found, for example, in your blood vessels, in your skin, if you've got rough skin, drinking lemon water or consuming lemon in the ways that I described it actually deals with this issue as well. So if you want to prevent scurvy, you want to keep off the common cold, you want to have energy, you want to improve your metabolism, you want to burn fat, you want to have all of these benefits and more, and research is ongoing. Like I said, check out the work of Linus Pauling related to vitamin C. Then the lemon is the fruit for you. Pick it up from the shops, make sure you wash the outside and enjoy the lemons, and let me know how you feel. Let me know if it helped. If you have any questions,
Sure it will.
I'm here at your service.